Hey guys, I got a new eyeshadow palette when we were on vacation and I felt like playing with it today. I literally have been doing laundry and cleaning my house all day. I got up this morning and brushed my hair and brushed my teeth. That's pretty much it. Oh, and washed my face. But since then, nothing. There's still remnants of sparkles from yesterday's look on my face that didn't come off when I washed my face last night or this morning. So whatever, it is what it is. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother doing like a full face of makeup. I just want to play with this eyeshadow palette. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. I also have things separated because I'm recording a video tomorrow and it's gonna be fun. It's a collab. And so some of my normal makeup is kind of put away. So one being my eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this Kat Von D Lock-It. It's like a concealer pencil thing, but sometimes I use it as like a primer for my lids. Yeah, so we went, I'm sure most of you know, on vacation to Universal Studios Orlando. We left April 10th and got back on the 19th. So my birthday was April 12th, so we celebrated. My birthday was our first day at one of the parks, and we were at Universal Studios Park, and that was super fun. But on the 11th, when we first got into Orlando, because on our way down we stopped and we stayed in oh shoot, I can't think of the name of it. It was in Georgia the first night. It was south of Atlanta. I know that because we wanted to get through Atlanta before. We don't want to drive through there in the morning. Atlanta traffic, I don't know if you've ever been there. It's hell. It's like hell on earth. I can't stand it at all. It makes me so anxious. It's miserable. So it was even kind of miserable Saturday night when we were driving through, like Saturday evening. But we were so glad to have been through it. And so the next day we had a much shorter drive and it was great because I live in Michigan, in case you don't know. So Michigan to Orlando, it's a pretty long way. And so we split it up. But anyway, we went to, Sunday. Saturday we left at 2:30 in the morning from our house in Michigan. And then stayed in that place in Georgia that for some reason, I'll put it on the screen because it's just blanking out on me right now. And then we got to Orlando and we knew we wanted to get, because we had like a family suite, and we knew we wanted to get a couple like grocery things and stuff. So we went to a Walmart there. And my sons actually saw this. I think my son Riley saw it first and was like, Mom, you need to get this. And I was like, oh, really? You know, whatever. And then they're like, no, yeah, you do. Blah, blah. It's like a souvenir from Florida. I'm like, okay. So I'm not going to be talked out of getting makeup. They're talking me into it, right? I'm not going to talk them out of talking me into it. And so it is the new Wet n Wild SpongeBob collection. So I just picked up two things from it because I didn't want to be crazy, and you know, I don't really use makeup sponges, but if I did, I would use the Patrick Star one because that was the only one that was shaped in a way that made sense to me, and it was really cute. And but the highlight was gold, so I didn't think that would work for me. And there were a couple other little things, but I ended up picking up the eyeshadow palette because that was really what they pointed out to me and wanted me to get. So it's Nautical Nonsense, which I have to say is very cute. My kids watched SpongeBob. It drove me nuts. Some of the things are actually kind of entertaining to me too. I can't lie. So let me open it up and show it to you. And I mean, it does have, you know, a little Krusty Krab burger on here, but we'll just pretend it's a Glamburger. And so very pretty colors. You see some great orange and green shades that are right up my alley. And then I also decided to go ahead and pick up this little Gary sponge and brush cleanser. I can't speak for some reason. So it looks like this. And I mean, the packaging is just even cute. I haven't opened it yet, so let me give it a little twisteroo. See if I can smell it. So it's got this little, you know, like bar of cleanser soap thing in there. It's a really mild scent if it's scented. I'm not to be trusted right now with my sniffer since COVID kind of took it away from me a little bit, but Snail Soap Suds, it's called. How stinking cute is that? So yeah, so I picked that up and the eyeshadow palette. And like I said, I'm not even bothering to put other makeup on my face or anything. I just wanted to play with this eyeshadow and I wanted to do it with you guys. And I figured I haven't done anything little chatty in a while, so I figured I'd chat with you a little bit and put some of this on my eyes. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm going to do kind of the orangey green kind of look because that's what's calling to me and that's what I want to do. So yeah, so I'm going to do this shade first. So I wanted to ask you guys before I start editing it and go through all of it, because if it's not something that is interesting to you guys, then I won't bother to do it. Like, I'll just have the footage for my family for memories. I did vlog a little bit while we were down there. Nothing extensive. Most of it would be like a voiceover to music, because a lot of times there's music playing, and so I don't want to get copyrighted. But I didn't show like on rides because I didn't have like a GoPro or something. I was using a phone that I had that I was recording with. And so I was like showing like the different food because I had a list of foods that I wanted to try while we were down there, and stuff like that, and like the food we got on my birthday and that kind of stuff. So I showed different things around the park and different things with the food we got in our hotel room and like stuff like that. So you guys let me know if it's something you're interested in seeing or not. My feelings won't be hurt if you're not. If it's just not something that you care about, then I won't take all the time to edit it and put it up for no one to want to watch it. Do you know what I'm saying? So you guys just let me know that. And like I said, my feelings will not be hurt. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Because like I had said before, I like watching vlogs. Not all the time, but I do like watching some vlogs. And but for myself, I don't necessarily love, ooh, I like that color. I don't necessarily love filming them because when I am doing something with my family, I just want to be in the moment, and I don't feel like I truly am if I'm worrying about recording it. When I'm looking at it through a camera or a phone or whatever, instead of through my eyes at what's actually happening, I feel like I lose, you know, some of the enjoyment of whatever it is I'm doing. So that's just the way I feel when I record. So I probably will never do super extensive vlogs because it's just not something that I enjoy doing. Like I said, sometimes I really enjoy watching them. Alyssa Pope, she does vlogs when her and her dad go to Disney. And I believe they're there right now, again, actually. And they are phenomenal. Like, I love watching those vlogs. They're like my favorite vlogs to watch. So, which I will link her channel down below because you guys, if you don't, and up here, I'll stick it in the cards. Because if you don't know her, oh my gosh, she is just awesome. She's so talented. She's absolutely gorgeous. She has a hilarious personality. Like, she makes me giggle when I'm watching her videos. I love it. And her family is amazing. Her mom is a huge supporter of mine and encourager. And I know she has several other channels. She's just a phenomenal person. And so if you have never experienced Alyssa and the crazy talent of her makeup skills and just her awesome personality, then I highly encourage you to go check her out because seriously, she's awesome. So let's see, maybe now I will go into, I'm like, brushes. Which brush do I want to use? I think I'll get into that real orangey one with the burger on it. Except for, I don't know why I'm showing it to you upside down because there's no mirror to try to hide, but look, he's so cute. Cute little Glamburger on my face. But yeah, I am going to be showing you guys a haul of the souvenirs that I got, which I'm going to include this palette and stuff in it, so it'll already be used when I show it because I haven't recorded that yet. But I figured, you know, it'd just be fun to share because I'm really excited about the stuff that I got. And it's probably mostly nothing you're expecting. So yeah, there's quite the variety of things and some cool, I'm going to include my some of my birthday presents that I got in it too. So that will be fun, like, for my family. And yeah, I love doing stuff like that because those videos I love to look back on, like the what I got for Christmas videos and stuff. I will look back each year on the one from the previous year, and it's like I'm excited all over again about stuff. And so I am a gift giver. That is my love language, is giving gifts. I also love receiving gifts. It makes me feel very loved. And so I get super excited about gifts, and I get excited about them all over again when I watch those videos. So that's why I want to do like the souvenir one too, and that shows some of my birthday presents, because I say some because there's some I haven't gotten. Like my one sister, I haven't gotten mine from her yet. I haven't got from my mom because they've been out of state for several months and stuff like that. So we kind of get together and do late birthday celebration type stuff. And so I will be getting presents from them then. But yeah, but stuff that I got from like my husband and my one son, well, my sons, because the two that were with us got me stuff while we were down there. And yeah, so pretty fun. But these colors are awesome. I love that orange. Like, seriously love it. And they're blending really nicely, which I'm a fan of. I don't want shadows that don't blend nicely. And you know, Wet n Wild's a little hit or miss sometimes, because I feel like sometimes you get like a palette from them that's like, whoa, this is like surprisingly good, right? And then other times it's like, leaves a little to be desired. But these are doing something. So I'm a fan. I'm actually gonna take that one right there again. It's a little jellyfish on it. Oh, my throat's gonna make some noises. My husband just made us, we got back on track on keto when we got home, because goodness gracious, girl. I mean, I ate some stuff. So if I do put up the vlog, you'll see. But he just made us omelets for dinner. So I just ate, and we're just like kind of chilling after, you know, I've been, you know, cleaning and doing stuff all day. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record, because it's just my happy place, and I just feel relaxed and want to do it and want to talk to you guys. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's good. I wanted to bring some color up a little bit higher. Look at these, just blend so pretty together. They're awesome. Okay. I don't know why I'm whispering. All right. Do I want to do the darker green or just the... I feel like I just really want to showcase that light green all over my lid. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it with a brush first. I have been doing that lately, kind of trying with a brush first, and then if I feel like I want to, you know, go in with my finger, I do. But so it's going to be this one right here, because look at that green. Yeah, I like that. And I just thought of something, that these shades totally are a dupe for me and something. So last year, was it last year or the year before? Yeah, I don't think this is going to pick up very well on the brush. I put together some Makeup Geek palettes from their website, because they were changing the shape of their shadow of their pans from circle to square, so you could get them really cheap. And I had never tried Makeup Geek before. My friend Leanne had clued me into that they were doing this sale, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get myself some of those. So I put together some palettes, and I was really excited about them and about the color story that I did. And one was like coral colors and a bright green like that, and stuff that I was like, oh, I love that type of, you know, color story together. And those shadows are some of the most disappointing shadows I have ever had. Like, the bright green color fades so fast. I'm talking about like while you're still doing the rest of your makeup, it's already like fading. It's terrible. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my finger into that, because I think it's gonna be a lot better. Yeah, for sure. Like, can you tell? But yeah, it was just so disappointing, because I'm like, that's a big brand. Like, that's a name I've heard a million times. I was so excited to try them, and excited that the price point was at a point that I could feel comfortable spending that kind of money, because I am very frugal and do not spend a lot of money on things. And so I was so excited about it, and then they ended up being a serious letdown, I'm not gonna lie. So, but these shades are totally like reminiscent of those, and so I'm hoping these perform probably better. I'm guessing they probably will, because those things were terrible. And I'm like, keep thinking about getting rid of them, but I'm like, but I paid for all those, and because that's just how I am. Okay, so what do I want to do besides that? Because I feel like I do need something besides that. Maybe I'll take just a tiny bit of that darker green and just put it right there. Should we do it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so it's this one right here. I'm just gonna tap her in right there, and then I'll use a brush to spread it out. We'll see what we think. Might have just messed up what I was doing, but that's okay. We're just playing. I'm not going anywhere. And it's more about just playing and talking to you guys. So I would love to know if you guys have any exciting summer plans, places you're planning to go, anything like that. I have to say, our favorite thing, well, one of our favorite things, we ended up going to the water park there, Volcano Bay, 2-hour days. So we had passes for 4 days to parks, and you could choose whatever you wanted. And so obviously one park you could go to 2 days because they only have 3 parks. And so we never would have imagined that the water park would be the one that we would decide to go to twice, but there happened to be 2 really good, like real warm days. And so the first one we were like, yeah, let's go to the water park instead of sweating at the amusement park or whatever other park. And then the last one we were like, you know what, that was really fun, and so why don't we go back there again? It's going to be another hot day. So that's what we did. Another reason we really wanted to go back there was you didn't have to wear masks. And yeah, at the water park, the only time you had to wear a mask was when you were going up to like order food somewhere. Otherwise you did not, because you're going on water rides and you're in a big wave pool or you're whatever. And so it wouldn't make sense to have to wear masks. And so that was fabulous. Also at the hotel, when you were around the pool, you didn't have to wear masks. So that was highly enjoyable too. Like my husband said, he's like, it feels like normal life again. Like when you're here like this and don't have to wear them, it feels like everything's back to normal. And so it was super awesome. And now if people don't feel comfortable with that, then just don't go. Like, I think that's an easy option. But for people who do, it was like everyone was having a great time. And we haven't heard anything about there being major outbreaks from places like that, so I don't think it's really an issue. But yeah, we had so much fun, and the water park there is really awesome. Something kind of crazy that happened. The very first ride we went on, the first day we went in there, we didn't know. We just, went in and we're like, oh, that looks fun. Let's go on that. And so it could fit 6 people on it, but just the 4 of us, got on it, whatever. And you're on this giant tube thing. Well, you go way up like on a wall, and then go down somewhere another wall. But the very first wall is like the biggest one, and we got really high. Like not everyone does. It must depend on like the weight of the people on it and stuff like that. But we got up crazy high, and it was like, holy cow. Well, that ended up being, that was like the scariest ride in the park, besides like the single like drop slides or something like that. But as far as like where multiple people could ride it, it was the scariest. All right, I'm gonna get back into that darker orange again. So we were like, whoa, after that first one, Well, then we ended up, for the rest of the day, we were doing different stuff. They have an aqua coaster there that was like our second favorite ride. That was so much fun. And then that was more like a toboggan where the four people can fit in it. So all 4 of us would ride it together at the same time. That was so much fun. In the water park, he has this really cool thing. You wear these, they're called tapu, like they're like a watch kind of looking thing that they give you when you come in. And you link like your credit card to it and stuff, so you can pay for everything with that. So you put all your stuff in a locker. You don't have to worry about anything for the rest of the day, like money or anything like that. And also you go up to these little things by the rides, and you can see how many minutes, like if it's a ride now, or if it's like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is, until you can ride. So you can get in a virtual line. So you just put your tapu against it, and then it will keep track on there, and it'll tell you when it's your time to come back, so you can go do other things. And when it's ready, you just get back there when you can. Doesn't matter if you're on something else, just when you get done, you go back and you can go right in that line to go get on. And it was so fun. It seems like they should be able to do that with stuff in the other parks too, because it was like perfect. So that was super fun. But anyway, that first day, so we decided to go back to that very first slide that we went on for our last ride of the day. And we get in line, and we're standing there waiting, and all of a sudden it alerts on your watch. It'll tell you different things. And it said that it was temporarily closed or delayed or something like that, We're like, what the heck? Well, so then next thing we know, people are coming down from the top, and they're like, they shut it down. A girl fell off, blah, blah. And we're like, a girl fell off? Like, if you see this thing and how high it is and the way you ride up the, like, no, someone can't fall off of that. Like, oh, I just saw one of my brushes. Hold on. I'm like, where is that brush? I dropped it. All right. I'm going to go back into that dark, or not dark. Yeah, that lighter orange. So whatever, we're like, okay, is this a rumor? Because you know how people make stuff up. Well, then more people are coming down. They're like, and some people are like, the ride is closed. You're not going to get back on it. And a girl fell off and blah, blah. And I'm thinking, okay, if a girl fell off of this ride, there would be mass chaos happening because it would be ugly. And so I'm like, you don't hear people screaming. Like, there's no kind of, like, anything to indicate that, like, somebody has fallen off of this ride, you know? So then somebody's like, no, she didn't fall off the ride. She fell off the tube and ended up going down the whole thing just by her body, which would be freaking terrifying, let me tell you. And so, you know, some people are coming down, they're like, oh, they won't open it back up, blah, blah, blah. Well, other people are going, don't believe that. Like, they'll end up opening it. Like, if you get out of line, you're going to lose your spot, whatever. So we decided, since it was our last ride we were planning for the day, we decided to just wait and see what happened. So we stayed in line. Well, they ended up opening it back up. When we got to the top, people in front of us said, you know, did a girl really fall off? And the guy's like, yeah, she fell off the tube. I guess she had like some kind of sandals on or something, and she was reaching for a sandal because it was coming off. And so she let go with one hand, which you cannot do. You have to hold on with two hands on the handles. And she ended up falling off of the tube and going down on her body, which I'm not kidding. Like, I would be traumatized. But so yeah, thankfully it wasn't something super serious. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the little burger again. But so we ended up riding it again for our last ride, but it made me realize the first time we were standing in line for it, was it the first time or maybe a second? I think we rode it 3 times. So I think on the second time we went to ride it, this lady, I saw this lady and guy coming down the stairs. Well, you know, if someone's coming down the stairs, it's because for some reason they aren't riding. And the guy seemed, you know, like irritated, and the girl was just being really quiet and whatever. And I'm thinking, what in the world, you know, happened or whatever. Well, then I realized she was missing a hand. So she just had, like, you know, from here up was gone. And so I'm sure that they told her that she couldn't ride because she couldn't hold on with 2 hands, which seemed mean in the moment, but when you ride the ride and realize what it's like, you have to be able to hold on with 2 hands. And I'm like, oh, that's so awful. But it makes you realize how, like, some things that seem simple, you know, how there are different things that keep people from being able to do them. And that makes me so sad. But I'm like, I wish there was something somewhere, like at the bottom before you get in line, that says, like, you have to be able to hold on with 2 hands. You know, if you're unable, like, you're not gonna be able to ride this ride or something, so somebody doesn't get all the way to the top. I mean, you're walking several flights of stairs, long flights of stairs, to get up on these slides. And so I'm like, it just made me feel so terrible. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to go into this dark shimmery brown. Yeah, but it just, I was like, oh, so terrible. But so things like that, I'm like, oh, if I worked in this park, I'd be like, okay, we need to put a sign down here or something, because that's just awful. And then, you know, everyone's looking at you as you're walking down because they're like, why aren't they riding? You know what I mean? Like, so then it feels even worse because now everyone's attention is being drawn, and it's like, I don't know, stuff like that bothers me really bad. I'm a very empathetic person, so I get very, like, upset for people about things. We actually had, this is also terrible. I just now I'm realizing some of the really yucky things that happened while we were there. The day we went to Islands of Adventure, which, oh my gosh, I had read something about, if you like Harry Potter stuff, go when you get in the parks straight back to Harry Potter, because those will fill up first. So later in the day, it'll be harder to get into stuff. So that was what we did when we went to Universal Studios. We went right back to the Harry Potter, you know, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, did Diagon Alley stuff there. And it was amazing. And so the day we went to, so that was on Monday. Tuesday we went to the water park. Wednesday we went to Islands of Adventure, and we went right back to Harry Potter stuff there. That's to Hogsmeade. And we got right in line for Hagrid's Magical Motorbike. It's got a really long name, but that gives you the gist. You can check it out. Which is, in my opinion, I think we all agreed, the best ride in either of the parks. It's so good. And but we stood in line, so we get an early access because we stayed at a resort, Universal Resort. We still waited in line for almost 2 hours to ride that ride, going straight in, early access, right to that line. It was crazy. Anyway, I don't want to get into details, but there was a woman in front of us who had a situation, and it was I felt very uncomfortable for her, as I'm sure she felt much more uncomfortable than I did. But it was just, you know, sometimes you're just like, oh, this empathy you feel for people is like, oh my gosh, like, it's just, it's painful sometimes the way things make me feel. And Like, I just feel so bad for people. But in the same token, when other people are really excited about things, really happy, I feel excited with them, and like I will cry out of excitement for something for somebody else. So I guess you know, that's the upside to being empathetic, is I also feel the joy with them. So that's good. That's a good thing, because otherwise, oh, that's pretty. I didn't even show you what I'm doing. I was putting this right here in my inner corner. I'm not really loving the look that I'm doing right now. The green screwed it up. I think I'm gonna do something different with that dark green. I'm gonna go over it with the light green again, because I just don't really like the look that it's giving. I think it's a cool color, but I don't like it with this look particularly. So we're gonna fix it. That's the beauty of makeup, my friends. I'm making my little Seek Help imprint go away, which is such a bummer. I love that one. There's cute little things on the shadows, but then I feel bad when I when I end up making them fade from using it. But that's what you buy makeup for, to use it, right? Alright. And I didn't even pay attention. I thought it said like $4.97 or something. So I was like, oh wow, that's cheap. I don't think they were talking about this, because then I saw it on Ulta's website and it was like $15 or something, and I'm like, what? So yeah, the palette was more, which I thought that seemed way too cheap, but they didn't seem to mind. So since my husband and kids thought I should get it, I got it. All right, now I'm gonna go back into my little burger orange color here, because now I've wiped that away. Yeah, that's much better, even just toning down the darker green. Now it just looks like a slightly darker green, which is actually, I like it. And then what? What else should I do? Maybe nothing. Because sometimes you can make things go a little awry if you start getting crazy. But I want something sparkly underneath, I feel like. So I think I am going to put, I think I'm going to go into this little, which I think they wanted to look like sand, and I greatly appreciate that. I like stuff like that. I'm a total dork. So I'm going to use that and run that underneath here to just add a little bit of a glow, because I feel like it. But yeah, you guys let me know if you've got anything fun planned. We absolutely loved that vacation so much. It was very hard to come home. I was very much not dreading coming home. I love where I live. I love my job. My family is all around here. Like, it's not like that, but you know, vacation, you just never want vacation to end. It's just something magical, and the way we all interact with each other is different than normal. And I don't know, it's like you're more playful, because you don't have the regular stresses of life while you're there. Like, you know, it's like you're getting up to go have fun. That's all your plan is for the day, to have fun. And that like completely changes everything. Yeah. So I think that's all I'm going to do. So I'll put on a little liner and mascara, and then we'll be back. Okay, I decided to just do one coat of mascara since I'm not going anywhere or anything like that. But I did use, first I used this ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Electric Daisy all over, and then I took this one in Crossed and used that more like right here, just on top of that green, to tone it down a little bit and make it a little more like the yellowy green that is on the lid, which almost looks gold. Yeah, it kind of looks gold on there. I don't know why, because in person it looks more green. But anyway, that is the finished look. Not like something phenomenal, but again, I was just throwing something on because I just wanted to play with it a little bit. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add right on the end of this video a very quick speed through of another look with this palette, just so you get more of an idea of what it does. And I'll have a full face of makeup on at that time. I just nailed myself in the face. And to give just a little better, because I feel bad, like I dissed this palette by not doing something when I looked a little better. So, and just not doing a better look. So I am going to do something really fun. I think I already know what I'm going to do. So, yep, watch right at the end here for another look. And I'm going to say goodbye to you now. And thank you so much for watching. And yeah, check out the look, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it all. Whoa, whoa, I wish that you were here. Whoa, whoa, I wish that you were here. 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 There's not a single day that passes, not even 1 minute can end up. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it all. Whoa, whoa, I wish that you were here. Whoa, whoa, I wish that you were here. 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 I
All right, here's the finished look. So let me come up and show you close. I'm having a blue moment. I just wanted to play with kind of all the different color schemes in this to really like showcase what the palette can do. So those are 2 looks. If you saw my souvenir, it's my birthday presents and Universal Studios souvenir haul video, you'll see a different look that I did with this palette, because that was one that I did with just the neutral colors, and then I ran this dark green underneath it. But so otherwise, we played with kind of this side of the palette, did something with these too, and also over here. So I used several of the shades from this palette to create looks with. And would I say it's the most phenomenal palette ever? No. But I do think it performs pretty well. Now, in hindsight, I think I would definitely use glitter glue for those shimmers, because as you can see, it's got quite a bit of fallout on my face. Again, I don't usually do my face makeup before my eyes, so it's not usually much of an issue. But I still think glitter glue would probably have made it have more of an impact as well. So that could just be depending on if you want it to be shimmery like this, or if you really want it to pack a punch kind of thing. So yeah, so that is my little run through of this Wet n Wild and SpongeBob and Wet n Wild Nautical Nonsense palette. I keep having to look at the name. I don't know why I can't keep that in my head. But yeah, so overall, I am very happy with it. I'm happy that I have it as a souvenir, because I know every time I pull it out to use it, I will think of our vacation. And so that in itself makes it valuable to me. So you can guarantee that any future declutters that come up in on my channel, this will not be going anywhere. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think of it. If you picked it up, let me know what you thought of the shadows. What did you think of the looks that I did? And yeah, I'm actually very excited about it. So, and I really like this look. I like to do some of these dark kind of smoky blue looks sometimes. So you guys let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.